Thank you for the welcome. The Honorable Darrell S. Matthew, Minister of Education, Sports, and Creative Industries. Senator Honorable the Aziza Lake. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Mrs. Rosa Greenaway. Director of Education, Claire L. Brown, Esquire. Deputy Director of Education, Mrs. E. Jonah Green. Assistant Director of Education, Planning, Services, Research, and Training, Mrs. Stacy Maskell. Other Assistant Directors of Education, Education Officers within the Ministry of Education, the representative from the Antigua and Barbuda International Institute of Technology, Ms. Minot, our featured speaker and my colleague, Mrs. Marjorie Francis, networking engineer, specially invited speakers, Mrs. Chanel Imhoff, Ms. Shivani Stewart, and other partners in this event, Project Jaguar, Avada Digital, UNOPS, specially invited guests, you girls in ICT, and any other listening and viewing audiences, greetings to you all. FLO is absolutely delighted to partner with the Ministry of Education in recognition of International Girls in ICT Day. This exciting initiative where Antigua and Barbuda joins the rest of the world to promote the vast array of career opportunities available to our young girls and young women in the ICT sector is something we should all be celebrating. This year's celebration is more important than ever as the world, and indeed us in Antigua and Barbuda, continues to face challenges from, of course, the COVID-19 pandemic. This health emergency has, in its own way, highlighted exactly why young women and girls need to be empowered not only to use technology, but to become the very driving forces behind the innovation of that technology. The International Telecommunication Union, ITU, at a recent forum reported and confirmed what we have long since suspected and known, that there is a substantial divide between women and young men, between girls and boys, in internet access around the world. Just prior to the pandemic in 2019, the ITU also reported that the proportion of women using the internet globally is 48% compared to the 58% of that of men. This is something that FLO, in our vision to help empower girls and women via technology, is well placed to address. As the nation's leading telecommunications technology provider, we have made every effort to address this imbalance in meaningful and sustainable ways. At a time when schools, offices, places of social activity are closed around the world and in Antigua and Barbuda, our technology at FLO is helping us communicate, it's helping us to work, it's helping us to learn and stay connected. Services such as our FLO Study platform and our nationwide LTE broadband use technology to better connect the communities that we serve. That's why we really jumped at the chance to partner with this initiative, because when women and girls have access to technology and to the internet, they have the opportunity to change not just their lives, but all of our lives in vastly profound ways. They can start new businesses, they can effectively sell and produce products and services, gain access to education, health and financial services, and ultimately find better paying jobs. That's how this year's theme, Connected Girls, Creating Brighter Futures, becomes relevant to us here in Antigua and Barbuda. This year, as we celebrate in a safe manner, we do so virtually. As the leading telecoms provider, we are adding our voice and our technology in a tangible way, appealing for girls in Antigua and Barbuda to get involved in ICT. So to all the young girls in Antigua and Barbuda, we encourage you to get creative on social media and other forms of new and emerging technologies. In doing so, you will be opening the door to endless possibilities available to you as a future career as an ICT professional. So, let's encourage every young girl in Antigua and Barbuda to get involved as we celebrate International Girls in ICT Day.